Hi, I'm Brian Stringer. Welcome to the DMR-QA Corrective Action webinar. Our goal today is to help you navigate the DMR-QA reporting and corrective action process. Hi, I'm Brian Stringer. Welcome to the DMR-QA Corrective Action webinar. Our goal today is to help you navigate the DMR-QA reporting and corrective action process. We'll go into greater detail in a moment, but briefly, these are the key dates for this year's DMR-QA study. Start with March 18th, study 36 opens and samples ship. Moving on to July 1st, the study closes. This is really the deadline for submitting results to your PT provider, also for providing a list of NPDES permittee numbers required to participate in the study. On July 29th, reports are issued by PT providers. This is our deadline, the PT providers, for sending graded reports to laboratories and to state DMR-QA coordinators. ERA also sends reports to permittees. On August 12th, laboratories should have started the corrective action process and ordered retest samples for any analytes that have received not acceptable evaluations. August 26th, permittees send signed copies of the NPDES permittee data report form, plus any chemistry and microbiology and/or wet checklists to their state DMR-QA coordinator. ERA will include a copy of these forms in the permittee reports we send at the end of July. And finally, October 21st, permittees submit any corrective action reports to your state DMR-QA coordinator, and these must come directly from you, the permittee. So, corrective action activities, or what to do and when do I have to have it completed. As we noted earlier, July 29th, ERA will send out graded test results to laboratories, to state DMR-QA coordinators, and permittees. Reports are either emailed or they're sent by U.S. mail, depending on the delivery preference we have on file for you. In eData, if you want to look up this delivery preference, for contract labs, it's really step one of the DMR-QA study. For permittees, this is shown in the DMR-QA tab at the top of the screen. Reports are also, though, posted to the eData site for you to retrieve. And since ERA sends graded reports to the permittees, the labs do not have to do this. They don't have to forward their graded final report if the data was linked to the permittees ahead of time. Then we move to on or about August 12th. Permittees should really confirm that your in-house lab and/or your contract labs are initiating any corrective action retest activities for any not acceptable analytes. Permittees in-house labs or contract labs need to order any retest samples from your PT provider. Most coordinators accept regular WP studies, and many also accept quick response studies. Any retest samples can be obtained from ERA. Order forms are included in the graded reports to the labs and in-house labs, showing the most common corrective action approach accepted by your state coordinator. Please note, really important, that WP 259, closing on September 29th, is the last WP study offered by ERA that closes before the October 21st corrective action deadline. And lastly, a note, when conducting corrective action investigations, a certified reference material, or CRM, can be very useful in troubleshooting and demonstrating corrective action effectiveness. Let us know if you would like to have more information. And on to the reporting activities. These are the final steps in the process. On August 26th, as permittees, you need to send one signed copy of your completed NPDES permittee data report form and copies of the chemistry, microbiology, and wet checklists for each laboratory used to your state coordinator. These forms are found in your DMR-QA 36 announcement letter ERA also includes partially completed copies of these forms in the graded reports for permittees. Be sure to check the test required box for all analytes on your NPDES permit and that the listed lab performs for you. As an in-house or contract laboratory, you need to send corrective action letters and any retest results really as soon as possible to your permittees. Please note you will need to forward the new WP or quick response graded report to each permittee affected. On October 21st, as a permittee, you will need to submit any corrective action reports, including retest results, to your state DMR-QA coordinator where applicable. It's important to note that coordinators have to receive this information directly from each permittee. So ERA can't send this data to the coordinators like we do for the original study data. And lastly, a bit more useful information and some helpful hints. If you're using a WP study for corrective action, please note test results must be submitted to ERA by the listed close date for the WP study. This is usually before the main October 21st corrective action deadline. In the case of WP 259, results are due by September 29th. If you're using a quick response PT for corrective action, be sure to complete Step 5, Evaluate and Report, on ERA's eData website after data entry is complete. This is a bit different than the regular WP and DMR-QA studies. And if you fax your data, please allow us a few extra days to process your results and get you a report in time for the October 21st deadline. You need help? Please call ERA's Proficiency Testing Team at 800-372-0122. We are glad to help with due dates, with reporting of your results, and we can get you in touch with one of our chemists for help troubleshooting your analysis. We also have copies of the EPA DMR-QA 36 announcement letter, the Section 308 letter listed on our website. Well, thank you for trusting ERA with your DMR-QA study program. Once again, please don't hesitate to call us if you have any questions or need any assistance.